Hi there, in today's video I am going to be doing nails using a custom acrylic that I'm going to mix myself. I have here a mica powder of the color that I want to do, and I have white acrylic here. I don't know how the mica powder would go with white acrylic, but I do know that I don't want clear acrylic because I don't want the acrylic to be sheer. So I am reusing this container. I had a custom pink acrylic in there, as you can tell. So I'm just going to pour this white acrylic there. I think that was a little too much, especially for what I'm going for, because I don't know if I'm gonna like the acrylic or not. So I'm just gonna add this mica powder. I do know that mica powders go a long way. I got this mica powder on Shein when I was on a hiatus, so I didn't even do a Shein haul for these. Alright, so after a few struggles to get this open, I'm just gonna pour just a little bit. In fact, let me add more because I do know that mica powder does go a little, goes a long way. So I'm just gonna dilute that, and then I'm gonna shake it up, and just by shaking it up I can already tell it's like a lighter teal color. I think I want to add more so that we have a little more teal colored acrylic. This is a lot, but I'm just gonna go for it. I know a lot of people don't like the shimmery acrylic that mica powders create, so I don't think I mind that. And there we have the mixture, so let me give it a swatch. All right, so I don't know, I think it's a bit too light for what I'm going for, and I think I already have a color like that, so maybe I should add a little bit of black acrylic in there to see what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna use this black from Miss Smooth, and I'm not gonna put too much of this because this is already really pigmented, and I'm even thinking of adding clear to it to make it go a long way. So maybe just a little to see how that looks, and I hope that helps. Okay, now I can barely see any change in there, so I'm just gonna add more black, just a little bit. Or maybe I should see if I have a darker mica powder that I can use instead of using my black acrylic. Right, let me get another mica powder and let's put this black away, because with mica powder a little goes a long way. Okay, so this is all the mica powders I have that I got from Shein. I am going to add some of that dark green and maybe a little bit of that brown, but before I even add the brown, let me just add the green to see how the acrylic is gonna look. Okay, it took a few tries for me to get the color that I want, and it's not the color that I really want, but I am gonna go for this color right here. Very similar to this, but I thought this was a little too grainy, so I did add a little bit of clear acrylic there, and I did add some of the brown acrylic, not acrylic but mica powder. So this is what I'm gonna go for. I wish I could get it a little darker and more greener, but yeah, I did add a lot of green mica powder and went from this to this, so I guess we can make it work. So I am going to be using these extra long full cover tips. These are stiletto tips. I already have them sized out right here, and I also did thin out the cuticle areas where I would want them to be flush to my nails. So I will start with the easy ones because these are the glitter ones. I'll be using glitter number 60 and glitter number 59. I've always had these for a while, but I can never really tell the difference. I mean, when I bought them on the swatches that they had on their swatches in store, they looked different, but now that I have them here, I kind of don't see the difference. So I'm just gonna do these nails next to each other. So the middle finger, I'm gonna use 59, and I am going to do the lazy girl method for this. I am actually feeling really hot this winter. I don't know, I've been doing my nails more often than I do usually in winter, so I ended up deciding to just move my desk into my room, and I'm sure you can hear, I don't know if the heater is audible because it's the fan heater, but let me also zoom that in, maybe that will help. I have the fan heater on into my room. I just moved my nail desk into my room because I thought, you know what, I really want to do my nails and I'm cold, and let me just move everything into my room. Well, not everything, but I took most of the stuff that I need and put them on my nail desk, and then I pushed my nail desk into my room. So every time I need something, like when I needed the extra mica powder, I had to get out of my room to go get the mica powder. But now I'm sweating bullets because chill, this heater is doing the most, but I would rather this than cold weather. Honestly, I love cold weather. I love it when it's a little, I don't love freezing, but I love like when we don't have sunshine, when it's a little gloomy. I love those kind of weathers, and I feel like I'm more productive in those kind of weathers, but I don't like freezing. There's a difference. Okay, there's a difference. So this one will be my middle finger, and then I will use number 60 for my ring finger, and maybe we'll be able to tell the difference. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to wet the nail, but I hope that works. And I also did try to, oh wait, I think this one has more reflection to it compared to this one. I think this one is just silver, and this one has like a colorful reflection to it. I think I can see the difference now. It's just that when I grab one and not the other, it just feels like the glitter is the same, you know. But anyway, I think I'm not being neat with this. I've been loving the Femi Beauty method lately. Can you tell? I really have been loving to do the lazy go method lately. It does feel like I'm cheating though. Like I kind of don't feel fulfilled sometimes when I do nails this way, and then I have to remind myself it's just nails, you know. It's just nails. Oops. Wow, I am really clumsy. And before I put these on to my nails, I'm just gonna wipe my natural nails. So I am gonna wipe my natural nails with sanitizer. Just gonna wipe the ones I'm gonna be working on. Just removed my last set, so I don't think it's necessary for me to do more prep. Then I'm gonna put on this primer on both nails because I really do want to keep these for long. And then I'm gonna start with my middle finger, which is glitter number 59, and I'm gonna add a wet bead right there, not too much, just enough to hold my natural nail. And then I'm just gonna put it right there. Almost put it on the wrong nail. I'm not gonna put the nail all the way to my cuticle area because then I want to blend it into my natural nail on top of the nail. Make sure that it's not crooked. I love that glitter actually. Wow, who would have thought? Alright, so now that the nail is on there, I'm just gonna make sure that I have a good amount on my natural nail and just blend it in there. It is drying quick because I have the heater on, so I have to be very quick and neat with it. I am using the smallest brush I have, smallest acrylic brush, which is number 8 acrylic brush from Shein. They claim to be Kolinsky, but I'm not sure about that. I keep getting out of camera, excuse me. I don't think, maybe I should add a little bit for an apex right there, but I don't think I need much acrylic, honestly. This is just so I can blend that tip to my natural nail there, and already I can tell the difference between these two. I like that. So let me work on the rest of the nails. Now on to working on the rest of the nails. I am going to just wet this part of the nail, and I'm gonna try and take a small bead because I don't want this to run. I have an idea of what I want to do. Excuse how the brush is looking, like it had acrylic on it, dry on it. Tried to fix it, but in fact I was ruining it, which is a shame because I do have a real Kolinsky brush that is ruined in this manner. So every time I use this side, it just gets stuck like that. So I have to use the other side, so bear with me. I am just going to take a little bit of the acrylic and maybe create a slant like that. I don't know how successful I'll be with this, but I'm trying, and that's what matters. I really am trying. If I had poly gel, I think this would probably be a little easier. And then I think I should bring in the glitter because I want to do a little bit of that as well right there, like that. I don't know if what I'm going for is exactly coming out the way. Maybe I should scrape some of that off because I wanted to do some, I don't know, I'm lazy to go get another tip and prepping it, okay, so please don't judge. I wanted to do like a slanted design, but I don't think that would work, so I think maybe I should just ombre down what I'm trying to, like, change the design to an ombre. Yeah, I think that maybe this would be better instead. Alright, because I do want to use a nude acrylic at the bottom. Maybe that's what I should do. Doesn't look too nice, doesn't definitely look like an ombre, but anyway, let's try the other one. So I'm sure you get what I was trying to go for. I don't even think I am doing this brush that's already struggling some justice, you know. Alright, let's try that again. Then maybe this one would be a little better. And I'll just ombre that down. This time we're intentional about the ombre. It's drying fast because of the heat in this room. I just want to finish up this nail and I'll switch off the heater as soon as I start filing, because wow, like I said, I am sweating bullets. And let's just leave this at that. I'm also using the wrong glitter. I wanted to use the other glitter, but it's okay. And once again, I'm just gonna wipe down the nails that I'm gonna be working on with sanitizer. Once again, use primer, and then I'm gonna use this cool pink cover acrylic from Bling Girl to put the nails on. I definitely need new brushes because I keep ruining my brush like I'm a beginner. It's starting to get frustrating. And then while it's still wet, I'm gonna go ahead and place it right there. Onto it, make sure it's not crooked, and wait for it to cure. And now that that is a little cured, I'm just gonna go on with a bit more acrylic on the cuticle area. Like I said, please excuse the brush. Okay, it's working. I'm gonna get a proper one once I can, but for now I have to work with this one. And I have to be quick with this before it dries as a lump. I really didn't want the glitter to be covered too much, so I'm just gonna do that so that at least it still shows. Also, don't be like me. When your brush has acrylic stuck with it, don't try to pull the acrylic out. Be patient enough to wait for it to soften up, otherwise you'll have a brush looking like this. Okay, right, so there we have the nails. After I've filed them, my nails are looking a little crusty, so I'm just gonna wipe them before I go in with bling and top coat. And that's officially it with the nail set. It's supposed to be that simple, honestly, and it was. So the reason I wanted a darker teal green color is because of these rhinestones. I'm gonna put them on even though my nails are a little lighter, and we'll just go with it. And if you already know one thing about me, I will not put on rhinestones on camera because that alone takes me a very long time to do. So I'm gonna be back with nails that have rhinestones on them. And there we have the nails with the bling right there. I'm gonna go on with this top coat, and I'm officially done with this nail set. I honestly did not want a lot for this nail set, and this thick top coat at least is a little workable right now because I had put it right in front of the heater. As much as it's still thick, I think it's less viscous, a little less viscous. Oh, and I'm liking that number 60 acrylic because wow. So on my thumb I did ombre the number 60 and the number 59, with the number 60 close to the nail bed and number 59 by the tip. So you can see we have different color shifts here, and we just have silver there. That is just so cute. Now that I know the difference, I can definitely tell, because when I grab one and not the other, I just don't know what the difference is. But I do remember when I got them, I knew there was like a difference to them. I am gonna top coat on the side of the nail as well, just because I can, and not because we have clear nails and we want them to be really clear, but because I want the glitter to pop underneath as well. I want these nails to blind a person I'm gonna wave hi to from afar. And there we have the final nails. I like these nails. I'm just gonna use this lint-free wipe to wipe off the gems, so that we do not see any of the wax pencil marks on the green gems. I don't think the cuticle gems have a problem in that regard. I'm gonna go on with this cuticle oil. I actually love this nail set. I was a bit worried because I don't usually use like glitter acrylic like that, so I didn't even know if the green and the silver would look good. As much as I didn't get the green that I wanted for my acrylic, the custom acrylic, I think all in all the set did come out good, so I'm happy about that. So what do you guys think about the nails? Also, what do you guys think about this angle? The disadvantage about this is that I'm asking this, but the video will be posted way later, and I could carry on with this angle only for you guys to tell me that you don't like this angle. So I don't know, I really don't know about that, but I kind of feel like I should have added cuticle rhinestones on the silver nails too, but that's okay. This is how the nails are looking. Let me know what you think about these. If you're still watching this far, please leave a bouquet of flowers in the comment section to let me know that you've watched this far. I appreciate you for watching, and please subscribe so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos, and I hope you stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for watching once again. Bye.